Welcome to Harness the Power of Mobile, how to use mobile technology to promote yourself and drive more business. I'm Dave Meyer with BizzyWeb, welcoming you to another BizzyWebinar. We're delighted to have you here today. We're going to talk about a bunch of things, but first I wanted to introduce you to myself. I am, of course, Dave Meyer. I'm the president of BizzyWeb. We've been doing this joint for 17 years now. If you want to get a copy of today's slide deck, or if you have questions about today's event, you can reach me at dave@bizzyweb.com or 612-4BizzyO, 612-424-9990. Please do request those notes. I'll also tell you in just a moment how to ask questions live during the event. So here's how to do that. If you are live on today's event, what you can do to ask questions live using Google's Q&A tool on Hangouts, under number 1 on the event page, you'll click on Google+. If you click on Google+, it's going to open up on this link, and then what you will see is Q&A and live. If you're watching this after the event, of course, it's not going to be live, but you'll know how to deal with that. You can press the play button on this event. You can click yes, you're going to watch, and you can press play. That's going to open up a new window, and then when you press that button, I will mute that, but you'll note over here in the lower right-hand corner, you can ask a new question by simply clicking the big green button. So, ask a question here if you do have questions about today's topic or about anything in particular. As a side benefit or as another note, if you would like to ask for or suggest topics for future Bizzy webinars, we're booked out through May right now, but I always like to keep a handle on what folks are interested in. We have a lot of people registered today, so I thought I'd put that out there as well. And so I will actually do that here too. Or if you have a request for a topic, leave that here too. So there you go. That's how you ask questions during the event. Again, you're going to click on, under number 1, the Google+ link. You'll go into Google+, you'll have to enter your name, but simple as that, you'll be up and running in no time. All right, so let's get back into the details. Wanted to share just a second about who BizzyWeb is. Here's a quick picture of our team and the interior of our hive. We are a digital marketing agency focusing on social media and search engine optimization, email marketing with Constant Contact, which is why I'm representing Constant Contact today, Google AdWords, content writing, you name it, we can do it for you and your business. Our Buzz Builders programs actively help our clients the same way outsourced IT does. We are essentially outsourced marketing for our clients, and for much less than it would be to hire someone, you can have BizzyWeb handle all of your marketing needs. That, of course, includes web design. Here's some examples of our websites. We are WordPress web developers, and we focus and specialize on websites built in WordPress that are designed to work smarter, not harder. When you publish to a BizzyWeb-powered website, that active clicking post will automatically publish your content across Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, Tumblr, and more. And then you can easily integrate your email marketing, your digital and video marketing, and whatever you need. All of that is designed to help you be a better marketer. It says right here, all it takes is Constant Contact. I'll add in that all it really takes is BizzyWeb and or knowing what you're doing. So if you have interest or content that you'd like to see shared, you can always hashtag us at @BeAMarketer. That's Constant Contact's marketing tool. But we do that if you want to give us a nod at BizzyWeb on Twitter. You can ask questions or add suggestions that way as well. Let me get down to business for today. Why are we really here? First, mobile internet usage is dramatically increasing. 51% of emails are opened on a mobile device. So those ones that you're not seeing or that you're not looking at, more than half of everything sent is going out on a mobile device. And as a matter of fact, the number of people who are using mobile to access the messages you send is growing. 64% of American adults own a mobile phone. And as you look at that beyond just the mobile device market, if you're looking at all of the smartphones and all of the things that are out there, the number one application on mobile devices that people use every single day is, of course, email. So the average person looks at their phone 150 times a day. You may have seen or heard of the parlor game where people will put their phones face down on the table when they go out to eat, and the first one to pick up their phone is the one that needs to foot the bill. That's a big deal because people are using their phones all the time. So for a lot of folks, including me, if you're not on a mobile device or if you don't have your device with you, it's a big deal. As a matter of fact, in a recent poll, people said, if you had to lose your wallet or lose your phone, what would you rather? Easy answer. 90% of folks said, yeah, get rid of my wallet. Don't care. Just don't let me lose my phone. So why is mobile so important for small business? Mobile devices can help you work effectively, help you do things faster and smarter, and of course, consumers are finding your business over mobile devices. If you haven't adjusted your website and all of your digital marketing to think about mobile, you're missing a good chunk of your potential revenue and your potential traffic. As a matter of fact, on mobile or for mobile responsive websites, Google said last year that if your website is not fully mobile responsive, meaning that it has a mobile viewport on the exact same website, not talking about those cheater mobile versions. If you don't have a mobile responsive website, Google will not rank you for your normal keywords on mobile searches. Again, might not seem like a big deal, but 80% of searches now originate on mobile devices. Mobile is simply how people read your messages, find you, and make purchase decisions. If you're not thinking about how people are looking at your content on these little windows to the world, you're missing out on real revenue opportunities. So our agenda, we're going to talk through mobile and local listings. We'll get down into business with driving action via mobile marketing. We'll create content with and for mobile, and we'll show you how to do that and the recommendations and guidelines inside of that. And of course, we'll wrap up with next steps. So let's get right into mobile and local listings. First, when it comes to mobile searches, I mentioned this before, but 80% of us use smartphones to find local information. They use you to find hours, products, addresses, directions. If you're not getting local and if you're not using your mobile, then you're probably missing out on content. More than double the rate at which local searches lead to purchase versus non-local searches, and 50% of store visits occur within an hour of local search. It makes sense because when we search for something, we're ready to act on it, and you tend to be close when you're searching on a mobile device. So for example, if I'm out shopping, I will pick up my phone and Google for something if I know that I want to check it out on my way home. Consumers using mobile phones and tablets to search for local products and services are much more likely to follow through with a purchase than those using PCs or laptops. And again, it's because they're probably closer by. 78% of those searches result in local purchases over mobile phones. So, where does local listing information come from? Well, there's a bunch of ways, of course, but here's the general guidelines. First, some websites or applications allow members of the general public to add information about a business. Yelp, Foursquare, /Swarm, Google lets you do reviews. All of those let people leave reviews. These are reviews of the Olympus Gym locations on Yelp. Businesses or direct claims submissions. This is when someone directly affiliated with the business provides info to publishers. This is a tool that you can use, or the tool that we normally recommend for this is Moz Local, M-O-Z Local. And again, chat me or ask a question in the event, or simply send an email to dave@bizzyweb.com if you would like that link again. But Moz Local is a great way to use, or a great tool to use to set up all of your accounts. You can either browse that for free and find out what accounts you need to set up yet, or if you pay Moz, I believe it's $87 now per year, they will take care of all of it for you. Screaming crazy good deal. There's listing management services. These help small businesses get their listings across multiple publishers. MozLocal kind of technically fits that system. There's also single page from single platform, which is a service offered by Constant Contact. Data aggregators, a source that compiles business listing information from multiple sources, public records, surveys, utilities, merchants, web mining efforts. You might notice that even if you haven't set up a business page on Facebook, your business may already have a business page that you then need to claim. That's how that fits in this schedule. And then vertical specific providers, source, gathering, and selling category specific business information to others. There are some situations where businesses may need to pay to be included. Angie's List, you don't actually pay, that it's on the other side where clients pay to get access, and you find classes or you find content. But all of that is available publicly if you get out to the world in that way. Finally, you can also look at scrape data. Some publishers extract business information from websites. And again, this is the website of Olympus Gym. If you don't have content out on your website, you're simply not going to show up. And certainly if your website isn't mobile responsive, once people find you, it's either not going to look good or they're not going to find you in the first place. Since there are multiple sources providing publishers with information, it's understandable if you feel confused about how to manage your business listings in order to ensure that your info is accurate. Let's take a look at what you should do. First, take control of your listing. If your business doesn't accurately appear in local search results, you're missing out on new business. Ensuring that your business appears in local results is a crucial task. Not only do you want your business listed, you want your business info to be accurate across all the places consumers are searching. We talked about the many ways potential customers can find your biz online, whether it's search engines, mapping services, internet yellow pages, local and vertical directories, social media, and mobile apps. This is a great tool, or these are all great tools, because there's now even more ways for customers to find you. However, it can be a little bit difficult to manage. Many of these listings automatically generate and can often contain incorrect or out-of-date information. All of our friends and clients that have had issues where their Google dot is on the wrong side of the freeway is a good example. So some of the ways to get yourself started: first, do a search of your business online using a search engine. Google is an easy one. Yelp and yellowpages.com are also easy. Or of course, I also like MozLocal, M-O-Z, local. Make a list of the places that your business turns up. And if you're in all the places you expected, or if some of the search results surprise you, do make note of those anomalies. Confirm that all your information is correct and current. Make a list of any places that your business isn't listed but should be. And of course, update your information as necessary to keep things current. One note on a BizzyWebinar from about 6 months ago. So you'll want to go to BizzyWeb.com/events and do a search for this content. But I talk about how to take control of your public listing. So if you just search Google local, or if you just search local on BizzyWeb.com, you'll be able to find the content that I'm talking about on our BizzyWebinar. After you've made sure your basic contact information is accurate, you'll also want to give potential customers what they need to make a buying decision. This information is includable and will vary by the listing site. Here are some examples of important information, and to help you out, here's a handy checklist. List hours of operation, parking options. Be sure to describe your business. And again, you're describing your business from your client's perspective. If you're a CPA firm, you know, publishing CPA firm is okay, but you need to think about what they're looking for. So CPAs or accounting for entrepreneurship or whatever, right? So make sure that it matches what your client's expecting. You might list your products and services. Places like LinkedIn company pages allow you to create sub-pages for each of those things. Specials and deals. If you have offers that you'd like to offer as part of each of those locations or deals, Yelp has some special ways you can do that, all of those other fun things. Logos and photos, especially on Google My Business. You'll want to include logos and photos and allow people to review you. Contact information, of course, as including your URL and social channels. An easy hack for this is to include the URL of your Contact Us page and making sure that your Contact Us page has where to reach you on all of the social networks that you'd like to be found at. And then finally, payment options is an easy way to include and make sure that people know how to reach you and what to expect once they do. If you say that you take cash, check, or credit card, if you say that you are open at a specific time, if you give them the details that they're looking for, when they're on the run, on their device, you'll be able to get right in front of them with the information that you want. Restaurants should also include menu items. Other service delivery points might include a quick contact us or a phone number that you can click on. All of that information is important and urgent if you want to get found and get found quickly. We're going to talk next about driving action with mobile marketing. Just making a quick check to make sure we don't have any questions. Does not look like we do. So as a reminder, if you are interested in asking questions today, under number 1 on the event today, you're probably watching via the embedded link, but if you click on Google Plus Stream to take advantage of the video, if you click on this link, it's going to take you to this page and you'll be able to ask those questions. We see that we have a bunch of people on, so if you do have that question, or if you're interested in asking questions, by all means, please do so there. All right, so how to drive action with mobile marketing. And give me one moment. I just have a quick admin detail to attend to, and I'll be right back in 1 sec. Here we go, how to drive action with mobile marketing. First, what is it? Of course, mobile marketing isn't necessarily about the device. Mobile marketing is about where your audience will consume content and in what context. It's like considering whether you want to direct people to your website or social media. It's an additional lens to view marketing messages. Mobile helps you work faster and smarter. So when you're looking at mobile devices and working inside of that, businesses can do things faster, better, smarter, easier using mobile devices, and it lets you interact wherever you are as well. All of the mobile tools that we talk about, there's a mobile device available, or there's a mobile app for WordPress, there's a mobile app for Constant Contact, there's actually several dozen for Constant Contact that you can use to interact with. There's mobile apps for Facebook business pages, same thing with LinkedIn and Yelp. All of that content is available immediately from wherever you are. When you're looking at offers and promotions, mobile marketing helps make it easy for your current and potential customers to take that next action. Your customers don't have to clip through a newspaper or circular to take advantage of great offers. They can access them right from their email inbox, their social media, through a mobile app, or through a special code that you may text them. Using mobile to provide customers with offers and promotions via their phones allows people to connect on the go. The number of people who redeem digital coupons or codes on mobile devices is rising incredibly fast. It was at 47% in 2012, and it's 83% now. Another option for offers and promotions is trackable coupons. They don't require customers to purchase them up front. Instead, they claim the coupon and bring it to your location. Customers can also easily share a coupon with their friends and family through social media. The advantage of using trackable coupons, trackables reward sharing. Customers who share via Facebook, Twitter, or email can receive a second discount, like an extra percentage off. This is a great way to encourage your current customers to spread word of mouth about your business. Even though you don't get upfront sales like you would with a local deal, requiring less of a commitment from your customers can encourage people to participate even more. And while local deals work best with higher discounts like 40 to 50% off, coupons will work well with smaller discounts like 15 to 20% off. This means more profit over time for you. You can also get reporting from trackable coupons, also known as smart coupons. You can find out how many people claimed it, how and where it was shared, and if the claims were by new or current customers. Facebook promotions are easy to do, and you know it's a place where a lot of your customers spend their time. In general, with the billion people that visit Facebook on an average day, there's a good chance that your clients connect on Facebook. Combine that with the increasing usage of mobile coupons, and Facebook's a great place to drive action with your customers. If you want to take your Facebook marketing to the next level, You can run a Facebook promo, which is one of our campaigns in Constant Contact. A Facebook promotion is similar to any marketing campaign that you've already done, but it takes place on Facebook, and your fans interact with your page to take advantage of what you're promoting. With Facebook promotions, you can run a sweepstakes, coupon, downloadable content, or coupon promotion on Facebook, and you can reward your fans as well as create social word of mouth. You can go just to your fans, you can go to specific demographics, and you can do all kinds of wonderful things. And so Facebook is a great way to intensely target. Events allow you to use mobile marketing to get out to people and get people to interact with you physically. Using mobile marketing for your events and registration forms helps you, and you can make sure your invitations are mobile friendly. We're going to talk about best practices in a little bit, but many of those best practices apply to event invitations. Remember, customers are seeking these messages on a tiny itty bitty screen. Don't go overboard with images. Images in your invite can speak 1,000 words, which is great, but they do take time to load and need to be scrolled through, which is less awesome. Use white space and colored fonts wisely. Creating a paragraph break and using easy to read colors is important for readability in any context, whether it's an event, invitation, or your registration page. With registration forms, ask only for the information you really need. Of course, there's info you're going to need to get once they do register, but keep in mind that if they're responding through their phones, keep it under 10 fields, or probably more like 5. You want to go for what's necessary, their name, their information, and yes, I'm interested. And then once they say yes, they're interested, you can follow up with another account or with another email to give them more detail. On social media does drive action because, as we talked about with Facebook, many of your customers are accessing social over their smartphones. Facebook estimates that 2/3 or closer to 3/4 of their traffic comes from mobile devices. You can use mobile as a way for customers to opt into your social profiles, to like and follow you while they're in the store, simply posting signs that show which networks can you be found on, or using QR codes, which we'll talk about in a minute. Asking people to check on your business through Facebook to spread social word of mouth. So you can check in on Facebook, Swarm, Foursquare, kind of, and Yelp, and encourage customers to share photos from your business or of your products and ask them to post them through social media and tag your business. This example is from a pickle restaurant, a popular diner in Waltham, Mass. They used Facebook's mobile app to share a customer's Instagram photo on their Facebook page to show their followers that there were no lines for breakfast on a recent Sunday. I mentioned QR codes. What are they? Well, we're all kind of in the marketing world in disagreement about mobile or about QR codes. It's those little funky square things that you see all over. It's basically a barcode that's scannable using an app on your mobile phone. Barcodes and QR codes basically are web addresses that are embedded in the code. Here's some do's and don'ts about QR codes. Don't make them difficult to scan if there's no cell signal or if they're too high up. Instead, make them accessible and easy to scan. Don't use them just to use them, especially on a website. It doesn't make any sense on a website because you can just click on a link. But if you have something that would require a lot of text to input, like a long URL, and you're physically in a specific location, like scan for our coupon codes of the day, that might make it worthwhile. You have to think about when people are doing these QR codes, they have to get something exclusive or interesting enough to take all of the steps to open up their phone or to grab their phone, open up their QR code app if they do happen to have an app on their phone that manages that kind of stuff, and then follow the link. It'd be much easier to either do a text-based marketing program or to give them a short URL to visit. If you're going to their homepage, just send them to the homepage, provide a call to action, learn more, or buy. Again, if you're sending them to a specific place on your website, to a offer or promotion, then QR codes are okay. Basically, think of QR codes as easy ways to save your clients' fingers with the drawback of frustrating them on needing to go through a picture. You'll probably see that if you do a QR code, the interaction will be generally about half of any other tool, unless there's something very specific that you're giving away. Less than 1% is an average industry, or an industry average for that kind, or for QR codes. Driving action with a mobile checklist using mobile marketing can be super helpful. So what you can also do is provide incentives for people to come into the store. Could be as easy as adding a coupon to your regular newsletter and asking to show it on their mobile device at the register. Make mobile marketing part of your events by using it to get the word out, allowing people to register and letting them check in. Driving action on social media, telling customers they can follow you, check in on your business, and share their experiences by using social media. And of course, as we mentioned, try using QR codes using free tools like QR code generator. Again, simple, easy, has its trade-offs. Try it. If it works for you, fantastic. But don't be discouraged if it doesn't, and make sure that you at least make your links easy to type and or easy to Google if you would like to use easy in-person interactions such as text marketing or QR codes. So, how do you create content with and for mobile devices? Some of the benefits for using a smartphone or tablet to create content: when used carefully, mobile devices can be real time savers, of course. Content creation on a mobile device, especially with all the new fancy iPads and Windows tablets and Chromebooks and all the stuff that's out there, can make it very easy to update your content wherever you happen to be. We're going to talk about apps a lot, and we're going to talk about how you can use them on your smartphone to create content. Mobile devices are a great way to easily pull together interesting content. Instead of just writing about an upcoming event, pull in a picture from the last one with photos on your phone. Instead of firing up your computer, just copy your last newsletter on your tablet and concentrate on what's new in your business. The images you see here are from the La Provence. They took some photos of a new product line in their store and made a collage out of them. There's a lot of great mobile apps you can download to do the same. In particular, Instagram has a really nice QR, or a nice collage generator. Everyone who owns a smartphone is walking around with a high quality camera for photos and videos. Why not use this for your business or nonprofit? Here's an example of a business that uses both River Rock Climbing in Roanoke, Virginia, to share videos and photos to update their clients on climbing gym, employee training events, and to keep up with customers. So what do you use to create multimedia? There's a lot of great photography apps you can download to edit and share. Of course, every smartphone already has its own photo app, but some of the cool tools that you can use include the Instagram app. Instagram has a lot of great tools and filters to get things just right. When you take a photo, think about how it's going to be seen on your mobile phone. Most people read their emails and social media by holding their phones vertically, so a wide image might not show up as well as a tall one. Video is a really advanced topic, and I have a BizzyWebinar from 2 weeks ago that goes into a lot more depth on video. In particular, if you're looking to interact with video, the hot tool right now to use is Facebook's live video feed tool. And if you click new post on your Facebook page on your business, there's a little icon that has a dot with little rays coming out of it, like sun rays. That is the Facebook Live app. And EdgeRank on live videos is tremendous right now. So give it a shot, and you'll see some really great connections and use out of that, because Facebook's throwing all of its algorithm at that. With Instagram, you can publish short clips between 3 and 60 seconds and share them to your Instagram feed and your Facebook page. Vine is another popular app. Videos are limited to 6-second looping clips, and you can share directly to Twitter through the Vine app. YouTube, of course, has an app that allows you to edit and publish videos to YouTube. Your account starts with a limit of 15 minutes, but you can change settings for unlimited time. And BizzyWeb, of course, has 200 plus half-hour to hour-plus long videos out on our BizzyWeb channel. We talked about how using Instagram and Vine allow only a few seconds at a time. These are so short because people have a short attention span, and you have to think about what people are using and consuming your video on and in. If you're scrolling through your Facebook feed, You're not going to take time to watch a 10-minute video, but you might watch a 1.5 to 2-minute video. Again, I've talked extensively about video 2 weeks ago in my BizzyWebinar on video. And so go to bizzyweb.com/events to check out more details. All social networks have mobile apps, which allow you to type, snap, film, and publish right from your phone or tablet. Social media enables spontaneous communication in the day-to-day life of your business and plan messages during campaigns or events. You're using mobile to create content, so share it on social, and don't forget to share it on other networks. Here's an Instagram photo from the Baltimore Humane Society, and the same photo shared on Facebook. The Baltimore Humane Society regularly posts their photos on multiple places to help put their adoptable animals in front of as many people as possible. These photos are from More Than Words, a nonprofit bookstore and cafe managed by at-risk youth, taking at a farmer's market where they hosted a pop-up stop. While there, they took photos with their merchandise and shared the details of the event on Twitter and Facebook, letting people know what was happening in real time. It's easy to create content during your events and encourage your attendees to do the same. Use your phone to take and share pictures, videos, or interesting quotes. Talk about your events and post photos through Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can create a hashtag, which is a short phrase following a pound sign. So pound or hash and then some code. And make sure you only use words, numbers, and no spaces, punctuation, or special characters, and that you research your hashtag in advance. You don't want to clip onto a hashtag that has some other meaning or goes to a competitor. When you think about creating content for mobile, all you really need to think about email. It's still highly relevant and cited as one of the most effective marketing tools that small businesses have. A recent study showed that 91% of marketers view email as the most effective channel for driving revenue. The great news is that email isn't just email anymore. It's the connection point to every other marketing activity. The important thing to recognize is you can't assume that email will be read on a PC, a smartphone, or a tablet. The only threat to email is that it's not evolving with today and tomorrow's technologies. Email is still the primary driver of small business and nonprofit marketing. You're essentially renting space on social media and third-party apps. You own your website, you own your emails, everything else is up in the air. With email marketing, you have control of what your messages look like, when they're sent, who you're sending to, and who sees it, and then you can tell who's opening it. So that makes your information very interesting and helpful. So when email doesn't look good on mobile, there are some incredibly dire results. If you have a if you send out an email and it looks terrible on a mobile device, 75% of people that see that terrible email will delete it. 30% of folks will unsubscribe. It's a great way to tank your results is by having unprofessional emails and or marketing in general. Here's some mistakes to avoid on mobile-friendly emails. First, look at the bottom of this email. It's cut off. Avoid using too much text. People don't take the time to scroll through a long email. Especially with email and mobile devices, the shorter, the better. Articles should be brief. Constant Contact research has shown that emails with 20 lines of text or fewer get the most click-throughs. Emails with 1 to 2 links have much better click-through rates than ones with more, and subject lines need to be short. Avoid multiple columns. Look at how weird this looks on a mobile device. It's impossible to figure out what you're doing or how you're doing it and where to click or go. And avoid tiny fonts. It's hard to read this stuff. Note that most of the population right now is over 30, and certainly most of the people that you're likely to be doing business with fit that, and or they're looking at a mobile device at arm's length or simply a very tiny device. So at a minimum, use 11-point font for body text and go larger for headlines. 22 points is good, and go for strong color contrast, dark text on a light background, and be sure to test that content yourself. With Constant Contact and with any good email marketing tool, you should be able to send yourself test messages. Make sure that you open those test messages on your mobile device. When it comes to mobile-friendly emails, less text is more. Don't force people to search, browse, or peruse. Keep it simple with a single column, and keep your fonts large and legible. Some other mistakes: avoid large off-screen image sizes. So if you have a huge image that's going to get cut off on a mobile screen, again, it's going to look weird and it's not going to help, and it's going to slow down downloads so your client might not even see it. And think about your calls to action. Make them easy to read and put them in the top section of your email. Don't make people hunt, zoom, scroll, or pinch and zoom to get at your content. For mobile-friendly emails, your images should be sized to fit a mobile screen. This photo isn't cut off and doesn't take up the entire screen. Also, use clear and easy calls to action. In this email, the message is short and sweet. It's about an event. All the info is right there, and a register button is within thumb click range of that message. People can decide instantly if this is something they want to do, and they can take action right away. And a great way to use or to make sure that your email looks great on a mobile device is to create it on a mobile device. Try building it on your phone. There's a lot of apps that make it easy to build an email with your smartphone. Constant Contact has an email creation app for iPhones and Androids. You can find it by going to the App Store and searching for Constant Contact. The Constant Contact app can quickly build an email that includes a link to the call to action you want your audience to take. You can preview your email, send tests, and schedule image messages for delivery. And you have the ability to keep up with the latest activity and open/click reporting right from your phone. You can keep track of people that are engaged with your campaign and step up your marketing results. And you can use your content to manage campaigns and your contacts on the go. The color wheel in this example shows you how you can match an exact slide. Just check in quick to make sure we don't have any questions. Looks like we're golden, so I'll keep going forward. Here's a quick checklist for mobile creation, for mobile content creation. When you're creating emails, remember that your audience may be reading them on their phones. Use our tips to design mobile-friendly emails. Use your phone to create and share multimedia. You can use your phone to design emails, snap photos, and take video. Download apps from social networks to use for your business and easily share with your followers. And finally, don't be afraid to post on social media and post in the moment. When something fun, interesting, or spontaneous is happening, give people behind the scenes views into your business to keep them engaged. Let's talk finally about the next steps you can take. As a small business or nonprofit, you need to embrace mobile and mobile marketing. Small business nonprofits who start embracing mobile now will be the best to compete. Now is the time to take action and add mobile to your marketing. Remember, it's not about the device, it's about where your audience will consume your content. You want to make sure your content is mobile friendly because people, by and large, are interacting with your content any place, anywhere, so it needs to be flexible and adapt. It also allows you to do things smarter and faster. If you have something available and you think of a offer, or if you capture something on the fly that you want to take advantage of, you can do that because you have a supercomputer in your pocket. So what to do next? First, of course, use mobile marketing activities and tools in the day-to-day life of your business. There's a lot of great apps out there that can help you accomplish small, quick marketing tasks. As you make mobile activities and tools more part of your day, you'll increase the marketing activity of your business. Take advantage of mobile in your customer experience to drive them to your door. You can use QR codes or text-based marketing to make it easy for customers to find more information about your products and services, and of course, to join your list. Try offering Facebook promotions, deals, and coupons that customers can claim and access through their smartphones, and take control of your local listings on search engines, directories, and mobile apps. Make sure your information is correct and current so that customers can easily find your business in mobile search. And harness the power of mobile to promote your business. Create mobile-friendly emails and use your phone to create content whether it's email newsletters, social media updates, and multimedia posts to help spread the word about your business, products, and events. I don't see any questions so far, so I'm going to skip right ahead here and get us closed out. If you'd like to learn more, I've mentioned a few times that there are some video links and some other mobile links, all available from BizzyWeb.com/events. This events page is where you can sign up and register for upcoming Busy webinars. What we've got coming up right now and next, in May, we've got speed optimization, how to speed up your website for enhanced utility and again, to fit with the mobile lifestyle. We've got a Busy webinar on automating your marketing, how to make everything work together. We've got SSL certificates and why Google cares. A month and a half ago, Google announced that websites that have HTTPS in their website address or that have a secure socket layer or secure certificate associated with them will get extra search engine juice or rank higher than those that don't. And we're going to talk about why that's important. And we'll talk about social media time savers, those tips, tricks, and quick clips to get you doing more with less input at or on May 25th. We also do have a couple of in-person events. We've got the Small Business Resource Expo on May 10th, and we have an in-person SCORE webinar in St. Paul on content marketing, what to say and how to say it. Hope we can see you at one of those places, and thank you all so very much for joining us. If you'd like to get a free trial of Constant Contact, simply go to BizzyWeb.com/cc. 60-day free trial. You don't have to enter in your credit card or any information other than your name and address to get started and to try it out. BizzyWeb can help you get pointed in the right way. And if you have other questions, go to blogs.constantcontact.com/library for handy resources, including standard click-through rates and or open rates and easy to use subject lines, but for about anything that you would need under the sun. I'll leave you with an entreaty to join us on our email marketing list to keep up to date with content that's coming up on our Busy webinars and handy tips and tricks that we run across as the weeks roll by. If you text BIZZY, B-I-Z-Z-Y, to 22828, we'll add you to our list and you'll be able to keep up with us wherever we are. One final thing, if you or someone you know is interested in joining BizzyWeb, we actually have a really cool opportunity available. We are looking for digital marketing experts. If you're interested and know your SEM from your PPC and your pay-per-clicks and content from email marketing and how to do all of those things, we would love to talk to you. Go to BizzyWeb.com/jobs for more information. Again, I am Dave Meyer. Here's how to reach me. Send me an email if you'd like the PowerPoint deck from today. And if you would like more information about your website and how well you're optimized for your marketing, go to BizzyWeb.com/buzz for a buzz report. You're going to get back a 10-page document, including 2 pages of handy checklist on how to improve your marketing. And that is free to our Busy Webinar subscribers. Thank you all very much for joining me. Again, I am Dave Meyer with BizzyWeb. Thank you very much. And remember, at BizzyWeb, we help you generate buzz without getting stung. Have a great week.